Welcome to Florida Health Insurance Made Simple. This is a series of videos to help you understand health insurance terms and make you a better health insurance consumer. We're going to go over three terms in this video: deductible, coinsurance, and copay. It'll only take 5 minutes or so, and these terms will become crystal clear to you. A deductible. A deductible is the amount that you are required to pay towards your medical expenses before the health insurance company begins to cover your bill. Let's go over an example. Let's say you had a simple plan with a $2,000 deductible. You get sick and you go to the hospital where you spend 4 days and your bill is $10,000. You have a $2,000 deductible. So you pay the first $2,000 of the hospital bill, and the insurance company now begins to pay whatever is after that. Or you have a $5,000 deductible, and the bill is $20,000. You're responsible for the first $5,000, and then the insurance company begins to pay their share. The question I hear most often is, will the insurance company pay whatever is left? Maybe. But I'm going to explain that in a moment when we go over coinsurance. Here's one more example. You have a $10,000 bill. Your deductible is $2,000. You have that $8,000 remaining. Now, again, if you have coinsurance, which I'm going to explain in a moment, you still have a little more to pay. If you do not, the insurance company will pay the rest of the bill no matter how much it is. There are no dollar limits on health insurance. Coinsurance is a very important term, and it's the most difficult for people to understand. Simply stated, after you pay your deductible, the insurance company will pay a percentage of the bill, and you pay a percentage. The amount you pay is your coinsurance. Let me give you an example. In the previous example, we had a $10,000 hospital bill, and you had a $2,000 deductible. So you paid the first $2,000, and now there is $8,000 left to pay. The insurance company informed you they will pay 80% of that $8,000, and they expect you to pay 20%. This is sometimes called an 80-20 plan. You might have heard that term. So they're going to pay 80% of whatever's left after the deductible, which is $6,400, and you pay 20%, which is $1,600. Stay with me one moment. We're almost through this. But what if the bill was $100,000? If you had to pay 20% of a large bill, you could be out a lot of money. But you don't have to. There's something called maximum out-of-pocket. A maximum out-of-pocket, and this is important as well, is the most you ever have to pay in a given year. If the plan has a $5,000 maximum out-of-pocket, you're only responsible for a maximum of $5,000 after your deductible. It doesn't matter if the bill was $100,000. It doesn't even matter if it was $1 million. You only pay up to a certain amount, your maximum out-of-pocket. The insurance company pays 100% of the rest. There are also plans, by the way, that are not 80-20, they're 90-10 or 70-30. They're just different percentages. There are even plans that have no coinsurance at all, and these are 100% plan. That means that after your deductible, the insurance company pays everything 100%, and these plans are very popular. Copay is another important term. A copay is the fee that you generally pay for a doctor visit or a prescription. On some plans, they actually have copays for other expenses like an emergency room. Now, here's the important part. You do not have to pay any deductible to see the doctor. I'm going to say this again, it's that important. I don't care if your deductible is $2,000 or $20,000. You only pay the copay. You do not have to meet any deductible to see the doctor if there is a copay. Prescriptions as well. There's usually a copay for generic prescriptions. Most often, brand name prescriptions have their own separate deductible. Now, just to make sure you understand how this works, if you had a $5,000 deductible and you had 20% coinsurance and there's a $30 copay for office visits, and you get sick and you go to the doctor and you haven't met any part of your deductible that year, it was the first time you had a medical expense that year, how much do you pay your doctor? If you said $30, you're correct. If you did not, you need to remember that I just told you that there is no deductible for the office visit. So that $5,000 deductible and that 20% coinsurance, that was just noise. It had nothing to do with anything because there is no deductible and there is no coinsurance for a doctor visit. It's just a copay. You don't have to meet the deductible. Okay, that wasn't too bad, was it? If you're still somewhat confused, don't worry, I'll help you. Most of you never had to deal with health insurance before. You got whatever your job offered and you didn't have to think about it. So don't hesitate to call me with questions or for a quote. We represent most of the plans sold in the state, and we can walk you through patiently and slowly the different plans until you fully understand them. I don't mind, that's what we do. And I think it's important that you understand insurance before you buy it. And if you've watched this all the way through, I really appreciate it, and you're a very patient person. At the bottom of this screen, there's an 800 number. Use that or go to our website. Thanks a lot.